this website. I just want to address that I'll change the look a ton in I think 2 videos. So within 2 videos I'll fix this whole thing and it will look Christmas and it will look just awesome. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the video. Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're gonna continue with our project. So where we lost at last week, and just open up brackets and open up live view and we should be good to go. Alright, so let's do the modal, and a modal is like this. We'll actually make kind of the same like this. You press on it, it pops something pops up and you can read and you can continue. Like, it's pretty simple. We're gonna use JavaScript. So what we're gonna start by doing is create a div with an ID of modal, simple modal. You could name this whatever you want, but I'm just gonna name it like that since I have that in the other script. We're also gonna of course create a class, and the class will just be modal. And inside here we're gonna do a div class equals modal dash content. There we go. Close that. And then we're gonna do another div class equals modal dash header. There we go. And here we're actually gonna do, here we can start. So we're gonna start with a header, and here we can do span class equals close btn, this for button, and then we're gonna do this and then times like that, and here you can see it, it will be a little X button. And actually we can go directly into our style.css, and then we can set the modal modal content. We can set that to have a background of free. We're just gonna have it like that for the moment, so we can actually see. And oh, excuse me. So here we will also have an h1, or actually an h2. Let's do an h2 with the ID of modal header text, and then we can name this modal header. Simple. We're gonna go out of the modal header class, and then we're gonna go, right now we're in the modal content. So here I want to make a p tag, and the p tag should have an ID of modal. No, actually we don't need to make an ID of that. The p should just be, here is some information inside the modal. You can put simply anything in here. And then we're gonna just create a new line, so we get like new line. Just do the new line. And right now we may want to do some styling to it, of course. So we're gonna start by going into style.css, and then we're gonna do dash dot modal, and in the modal we should have a position of fixed, and then the c index, let's set it to 5, so that's just so it pops up like over everything else. And then we should have a padding to the left of 0, right of top of 0, and then you can see it gets stuck there, but we don't really want that. We want the width to be set as 100%, or do we? And then the height to be set at 100%, and then we want the overflow to be set to auto, and we also want the my god, we want the background color, background dash color to be set to RGBA, and then we're gonna do 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Now you can see that all of this like gets black, but we can also put like a display none, and then none of this will pop up. But don't worry, we've got this so far. That was the modal, and then we want the dot modal dash content, and in the modal dot dash content we want a background color to be set to hashtag F4. And then we also want the margin to be set to 2% auto. There we go. And then we want the padding to be 20 pixels, and then we also want the width to be 70%. Now you can see it's kind of starting to look like something. And then we want the box shadow. This is kind of tricky. Box shadow to be set at 0, 5 pixels, 8 pixels, 0 RGB. And should we do 0, 0, 0, 0.2.2, and then we want 0, 7 pixels, 20 pixels, 0 RGBA, 0, 0, 0, 0.17. All right, we are done with that line. That was I had to check on my check how to do it. And then we want the animation. We want the animation to, when it opens, to be set to open. And then we also want the animation duration. Should we put it to 0.6 seconds? That's the same as I have on my website. And then we want the text line to be set as center. Alright, there we go. And then the close button. You remember this little button? I'm not sure if I actually did. Wait, let's check the color. Red. Yep, I have it. And then font size. Should we set the font size to a bit larger, like 40 pixels? I think that looks absolutely good. Font family, let's set that to monospace. Monospace. So now you can see we're editing this, if you didn't know what I was talking about. And then we'll do the float to the right. Alright, so we got a close button, and then we also we only have our close button, but if we do that close button hover, and or close button focus, we are gonna have the focus. We are gonna have the text decoration. Text decoration set to none. Wait, why did I? Oh no, I'm gonna have the cursor set to pointer. why isn't that like, I think if we remove this, yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna have the hashtag modal header text. It's just styling that you gotta do. This is optimal. You can change this. You can mess around with this a lot, but it's just what I have. And I'm gonna have the font family set to monospace. I really like the monospace. And then font size to be set at 30 pixels. And then I also want the text align center. That won't do anything, make anything different. So oops. And then we also want, or actually I think it's good with, and then modal info. We can have the hashtag modal dash info set to font family sans serif. Alright. And then also should we have the, we're gonna do the animation. So the animation, what did I name the animation? Okay, we're gonna do this keyframes, and then the thing that I named it to, which is open. And then we're gonna have from opacity 0 to opacity 1. There we go. Alright, so we are pretty much done with this. Now let's get into the JavaScripting. This will be a vanilla JavaScript. Okay, so let's right click here and just create a new file. We'll call this main.js, and then we're gonna of course have to reference it. So we're just it's kind of special the way you reference it. So we're gonna do this in index.html. We're gonna actually just have it inside the body. So we're just gonna do script source equal main.js, and we're gonna have it like that. So here in the main.js, we're gonna create a variable, and a variable is something that you can like reference easier later, if you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna create a variable called just modal, and that should be equal to document.getElement by ID. So this will get it by the ID, and then I think we named it, actually let's check, we named it simple modal. And we're gonna do this. So JavaScript is kind of, I know it gives me error, but there is no errors. And then we're gonna create a variable called modal button. I'm gonna set that equal to document.getElement by ID button. And then we're gonna create another variable called close button. That should be equal to document.getElements by class name, and this should be close button. And here, since it's an array, we're gonna put the index of 0, and then we're gonna have a modal btn.add event listener, and we're gonna have that set to click, so it's searching for click event, and if that gets, it should go to the function open modal. And with a modal button, we gotta set that as well. So let's actually go ahead and do that. So wait a second. Okay, the button. Let's go ahead into our index.html. Let's look for our button, or actually before we do that, we can actually do modal display none. So just getting rid of that real quick. So here in the button, we are gonna have that with an ID of btn. Alright, so if it's the modal button, it's add an event listener for a click, and then it's gonna open a modal. So what will the function or the open modal do? So we're gonna create a function now, and the function should be named as the open modal. So function open modal, or whatever you name this. So it takes in like these and then these ones, brackies. I've got no idea. Modal dots. Then we're gonna add the modal dot style dot display, and we're gonna have that to block. So remember now when we do you remember when we set this to display none? This is changing the display basically. So if we click it now, okay, since it's a link, you saw it pop up for 1 split second, but since I've put a link there, you can see that. I'll just go ahead and remove that reference real quick right there, and then if we press it, you see this will pop up, but we've got no idea of getting, or we don't have a way of getting rid of it. So let's create another like a function. So we're gonna have the close button, and it should add an event listener, and it should also be for click. So if the close button, like this one, search for a click, we're gonna do the function close modal, and let's do the function close modal, and that should be set to modal dot style dot display, and it should be equal to none. None. There we go. Let's check if it's working. We click on that, we click on that. It's as simple as that. But then if we click somewhere else, like outside, we may want to close it as well. So let's actually do that. We're gonna add an event listener to the whole like body. So we're gonna do window, so it stands for whole window dot add event listener, and then for click. So if it clicks on anything else, we're gonna close it. So click, and then outside click, we'll call it. So then we're gonna create a function called outside click. So inside this function, or we will actually add an e here. So if e.target is equal to modal, I think, we're gonna have the modal dot style dot display, and then none. Let's check if this works. So if we click somewhere else, it will go away. If we click on it, so we've got a modal which can be hidden and everything, but we maybe want like let's say we actually want a transition on this. So to do an transitions, wait, why? Okay, well, I mean, we've got this so far, that's very good, but I'll fix the kind of effects in a newer video or in another video. But right now I want to fix some things that may get the website to look kind of weird, and you know. So I don't think I will be having this background because it looks really like, why do I have a background right there? So we will actually just get rid of that in this style.css. We're gonna go all the way to top and get rid of that. Actually get rid of all of that. And then we may want to have the background color set to #f3. Or do we want that? I want to set the background color to like something else. Or actually, let's have it like that, and we're gonna change the whole thing up. So right now, I may want to, I want to kind of get the better background, and then we're just gonna have this, and then you can press and read more, and then we'll create some sessions. So actually, let's remove the whole. We're just gonna set the color to something random. Background color to red. That's just random. It's just for now because we want to remove this background. So let's go into the. This is the tag, the information, and let's have the background. Let's just remove the background color. All right, and then let's set the back. Let's just remove this so it gets back to white. And then I'll fix the rest in the next video. But I hope you enjoyed it so far. Today we've got a close and open modal, which works. So yeah, that's really great, obviously, and there is some work to be done, but we're not gonna fix this in this video. We're gonna do it in another video, and yeah. But I hope you enjoy it. If you did enjoy it at any point, you can always hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? And that should be really helpful. Wait, I'm just gonna check one more thing. Yeah, there we go. I forgot to add seconds. So in the animation duration, you're gonna have to put seconds, so it takes a couple of seconds for it to load, and that's obviously good. So yeah, that was basically all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, I'll be pretty happy, and in the next video we'll fix a ton of shit to the look of this website. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.